What's up, y'all? It's hump day. It's a little humid today. How y'all feeling? Y'all good? That's what's up. Um, so my previous video and shit, you know what I mean? I made that video for a reason. And, I wanted to talk about it a little more and get in a little bit of depth with that video. And I ain't gonna lie, it was some emotion with that video, of course. I'm not afraid to express my emotions or anything like that. Um, so for y'all, I just wanna explain to y'all this is what they do. You know what I mean? They taking down videos that help you be healthier. Oh, it made me tired. Um, they don't want you to be healthy. They don't want you to be um naturally purified or hydrated in the best ways. They want your money to go to their programs and their establishments, and they don't really give a fuck about the natural remedies. And then they say we have a cure for this, but the cure ain't nothing but a high level treatment. You know what I mean? A treatment just makes it just kind of be on hold. It's like being on hold for a business call until that call comes again, and then you got to hold because he's not he's not the upper echelon dude. So you wind up holding, and you wasting all this money for medicine and shit like that. And it's just a treatment. You know what I mean? It's just a treatment. You know what I mean? When you get treated is just like, all right, I got headaches, so I got medicine for headaches. So whenever I have a headache, I have the treatment. Instead of having the cure of headaches, like eating garlic cloves, that can go down into your system, and then it flushes out your system. Is berries and fruits and stuff that flush out your system. Salads, and it's like us. We clowned people for eating salads. Like we stereotypically clown people, specifically white folks. Like, yeah, I don't eat meat. I'm not like that. Oh, you don't like ribs and all that shit? That shit good. But you gotta think they made it a reverse psyop, if that makes sense. Where we ate the shit that they used to eat, and now they eat the shit that we used to eat for our health. They're using the shit that they use for their health benefits, but we eat the food just to survive. We don't eat to live, to enjoy our food, to man, that was amazing. Because we've had, even despite that, we have seasonings and all this other stuff, but we use our seasonings for the wrong things most times. Like, growing up in a household, most of the times, every family has a seasoning cabinet. You feel me? I personally love some seasonings on certain foods. But if I had to choose, I would use certain seasonings for fish or um maybe I'll plug in chicken every now and then. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, you can have a cheat day and have a balance. You know what I mean? I'm strictly talking about the CEO of YouTube, where she doesn't want you to have any videos that's talking about natural health and spirituality and uplifting yourself and being positive. Um, so this is where this conversation is going if you don't want to confuse anybody. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, you grow up, and even when your parents train, so growing up, your parents are more so you know what I mean? They ribs and steak, hamburger helper, and all that other stuff. And despite that, being a vegetarian or getting on a healthier diet is expensive to a degree. I mean, shit. Even if you gotta just buy a little bit of leafy stuff and plug it into your meal and work your way up, because we rather spend money on food that gives us parasites, that just is good for the moment. Like, we some of us live in some of the worst moments. Instead of just enjoying our food, we just eat our food because it's good, it's seasoned right, and it tastes good, and it's supposed to be for protein. That's what they gave us. Yeah, this is protein. This is way better than any protein source on the planet. And it's became a tradition down the line. And this is why these diseases and stuff are in our bloodline. And you can break that by eating healthier. You can break that chain of going against the grain with people that doesn't just want to, you know what I mean, that just specifically eat meat. They don't even really eat any leafy products like leafy greens or anything like that. They just want meat, you know? And despite, yeah, you might have a high metabolism, but that slowly kills your immune system over time, you know? And if you want to be healthy and you want to, have a healthier lifestyle, change your food. Bro, I swear, it starts from within. It starts from within. Plus, your mental health and everything. I read something where is that when you eat something of another life form, you feel that pain that they felt when they got slaughtered. You feel that pain spiritually, what they felt when they got their necks cut open, when they got um, what the hell, an ant on me? Get your little ass out of here. When they got their neck cut open, they got hit with an air gun and they got unconscious. But you never can break the consciousness of a spiritual being, you know what I'm saying? And the reason why most people say, yeah, this organic and shit, because these cows are very strong, they eat grass, bison, etc., but we feed it to the people, of course. And meat in general slows down the digestive tract. So when you eat certain leafy greens and your stomach is hurting, those acidic things that are happening to your body when you plug in lemons and you plug in lime and other acidic how can I say it? Other acidic berries or fruits or whatever, like strawberries, blueberries, and raspberries, cranberries, those things, or beets, you know what I mean? Like those things, you plug that into your diet, you'll realize all that shit's gonna flush out. Like, I saw one video, dude didn't eat for 20 days. He didn't eat nothing, but he just drank water. He just had all the mucus and all the parasites and all the other stuff. It looked like shit, but it was just coming out of his body. It was like a string. It was just coming out of his body. That's what's in your lungs, right? Lungs, that's what's in your intestines and organs. You know what I mean? I'm all over the place. I'm sorry, but this is the most organic video because I'm not perfect. I ain't trying to be. But that's what I'm saying, like, as health, like, eat healthy, you know what I mean? Eat healthier and realize this food that you eat, do you want to just eat to survive another day, or do you want to eat to live a long life? You got to think about that. Do you really want to just eat to survive, or do you want to eat to live a long life? Because it's people that live, but they not realizing that when you eat certain shit, it's just you putting your body through a very, very stressful state because you're not giving your body the rest. I was looked upon crazy because it was times where I said, nah, I'm not gonna eat nothing today. It was like, what? You're not gonna eat nothing today? You crazy, you stupid. What's wrong with you? You better get something to eat, bro, for the food is gone. I'm like, no, that's not it. And then I realized sometimes when I eat, it'd be like later in the day. It'll be like later in the day. And I realized that a lot of people in my family and people I've been around, when it's food present and it's, you know what I mean, it's like this. It's like when a lion goes hunting and you the cubs. We my cousins and shit, we the cubs. The parents are like the lions and lionesses. They go and hunt, get the food, fast food, whatever it is that you know what I mean, cooking, whatever. But it's the food that's so fucking bad for you. It's just like you gotta eat it to survive another day or a couple days. You know what I'm saying? That's how most households are. They literally eat to survive. They eat to survive, and what the hell is this? Off my foot. They eat to survive, and they don't eat to live. They say, hey, I want to, you know what I mean? I want to change my diet. I want to, not saying you don't have to go 100% vegan. You can even have a balanced diet. Like you can have like 5 or 6 days out of a week where you're just eating prepped meals, where you're making your meals that are healthy for you, that flushes out your body, but also exercise in the process. You can have that one cheat day where you can pig out, but detox also, you know what I mean? Detox is a very key point to being healthy, you know what I mean? I don't know much about all of it, but I'm still researching, so don't quote me on all of the shit I'm saying, but it's just from what I've researched and what I know and what I've heard from people that, you know what I mean, even Dr. Sebi or Sebi. So, you know what I mean, you want to detox at least maybe once or twice every couple months to flush out your system. Apple cider vinegar can help with that. You know what I mean? What else? I forget. I think it's damn. It's something else that I used to take. Like it was like you can take a teaspoon, you can take a spoonful of it. You know what I'm saying? You can do whatever it is that you want to do. You can put it into your smoothies. You can put it into your meals, whatever. Or get a Caesar salad. That used to flush me out all the time. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You want to plug in something healthy at least a couple times out of the week so you can have that freshness and that purifiedness when you eating organic foods. Also, keep in mind of what the beverages that you drink that also can eat away at your teeth, that can eat away, that can ruin your gums, that can weaken your enamels, that can constantly ruin your insides, of course, you know. So you got to be mindful of what you allow into your body because then it'll become an expression of you. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being honest. So if you like meat, okay, that's cool. But my advice to you is have a balance in your life. Don't just eat meat and not have nothing else. You know what I mean? Have a balance where you have greens and you have something else that's vital as well that could flush out your intestines and your colon. You know what I mean? If you want a colon cleanse, detox. Sometimes you don't even have to eat. Sometimes sometimes you need to take a break. Like you don't have to eat every day to survive. It's a lot of times like it's people that fast without eating anything solid for 40 plus days and they only eat berries and fruits and smoothies, but it's like big portions of that shit and they just eat they just drink smoothies, they just don't eat nothing, you know what I mean? They just drink smoothies and drink water. That's it. And that's a good thing, you know what I'm saying? You're pretty much fasting, but sometimes it's some people that don't eat for 2 or 3 days at a time, and it's like they're going through hell. It's just all mental. It's all mental. If you're not depending on the food to get the proteins and nutrients that you want, you're never going to be the strong individual. And it may run over some people's heads because it's like you've been growing up like, yeah, you got to eat every day. You got to eat every day so you don't die. Stop listening to people that say that shit because they're in fear that they might die from not eating. Like, it's gonna come a time where you gonna fucking die, but you gotta learn to be strong and the mental and the spiritual and understand that certain foods is not gonna get you the health that you need or the benefits that you want from it. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to eat meat to get the benefits of protein and vitamins and shit like that. You get it from potatoes, sweet potatoes, the veggies, you know what I'm saying, carrots, fruit, squash, dragon fruits, there's so many, strawberries, raspberries, blueberries, apples, bananas, you know what I'm saying? And you gotta and also with that, you gotta be careful of where you get your bananas too, because everything that grows from this fucking ground has seeds. So certain fruits that you get, make sure you buy the seeds so you can grow it yourself, grow your own crops. You know what I mean? Do that, because that can also help too with whatever it is that you got going on financially. Just order them and then grow them. You can save money from going to the market and buying the fruits and, you know what I mean, even the vegetables. So build yourself a garden. You know, I'm just saying that because this is the shit they don't want you to know. This is the shit they don't want, you know what I mean? They don't want you to be informed on. Now, Don't quote me on whatever I'm saying. I'm just speaking my mind, and I'm just speaking what I feel is necessary to help my folks. You know what I'm saying? It's like, all right, to get down to the root of everything, it's all mental, to be honest. It's all mental. It's really mental. Because a lot of people eat to survive. No, nobody eats to live. That's why people die quickly when it comes to food. That's why they have these diseases when it comes to food, because you constantly eating to survive. And then when you get the itis, that's another slur. That's a racial slur, I think. Yeah, that is a racial slur. That's why when certain people eat, they're full. They're tired. And then you wonder why you're so tired and you're so exhausted and you're stressed and you're like depressed and all that shit, because what you eat is becoming of you. You are what you eat. You are what you eat. So if you eat food that brings you life and joy and you want to go out in nature, do that. Do that. Make a change. Make a change for you. Don't give a fuck. Don't wait on nobody to make the change. Don't wait on the news or a famous influencer to tell you, hey man, listen, I know people follow me and they're my fans. I want you to eat healthy, guys. Do that shit your own self, man. Do that shit yourself. Go and grab some fruits. When you think about grabbing that, like, when you think about grabbing that chicken and ribs and all that and meatloaf, you gotta understand where that shit comes from. Pigs with pus, and they be popping them, those pus bubbles. They pop them, and they still put them in there, grind them up. They make the meatloaf, they make the pork, they make the ribs, they do all that shit, and they still put it in there. And that's what we're eating. And it's like, oh, it's so delicious, it's so good. But you can't be mad when you go to the hospital and they have to surgically open you up because you have a clogged colon, or you got some shit going on with you and you don't know what it is. You got parasites, you got a tumor. You never know what the fuck is going on. You never know what can happen to you when you eat these types of foods. That's what I'm saying. Change your diet, change your mental, and change your view on life. You don't have to eat to survive. Eat to live. You'll enjoy life way more when you start living instead of surviving. When you start living and you have that mentality like, I'm just living life, instead of saying, man, I'm just trying to survive, dog. I'm just trying to survive. You're going to have that you're going to fuck around with your electromagnetic field, and you're going to be like, well, damn. Fuck. Well, if you just say, I'm eating to live because I want to live long, I want to enjoy my life, I'm not surviving because of the food solutions that I have and whatnot. I can change those solutions, and I can eat these leafy greens. I can eat these things that give me way more nutrients than meat. And I'm not converting nobody. I'm just giving you the open mind to be like, change your fucking diet. Just change your fucking diet, bro. It's simple. Just change your fucking diet. You know what I'm saying? We wasn't bred to eat carcasses and shit. We used to trade them off, but in exchange for what? Jewelry, jewels, diamonds, or whatever. We used to exchange that shit, or for food. That's what we would do. They made us eat livestock as scraps and shit. So you gotta change that mindset. Eat to live instead of eating to survive. Your whole life will change. I'm out. See y'all on the next one.